Welcome to Scene Stealers, a podcast with me, Tobias Turley.
And me, Henry Calvert.
This is a podcast delving into everything stage and screen. That is a good movie.
I completely disagree with that statement. We'll cover the latest news, gossip, and everything in between. Sometimes featuring some very special guests. Kermit the Frog, okay. And sometimes it'll just be us.
We'll play some games, we'll answer your questions, and we'll have a good old time doing it.
You look like Gonzo. How dare you?
That is the stupidest thing you've ever said.
It's always pissing Katy Perry.
Oh, what have I gotten myself into?
See you there. Hello, and welcome back to Scene Stealers with me, Tobias Turley.
And me, Henry Calvert.
Today, we are going to be discussing, I feel like a personal favourite of yours.
One of my favourite ladies, maybe on the planet. That's right, it's Miss Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick. She's recently come out with her directorial debut, Woman of the Hour, which we have both seen.
Yes.
We will talk about that. We will talk about her other films and her filmography.
But specifically, one of my favourite film franchises, I guess, ever, Pitch Perfect.
He was overjoyed at the idea of speaking about Pitch Perfect.
When we were
talking
talking about what to talk about, he was like, "No, I don't know if we can fill an hour with Pitch Perfect." I was like, "You're wrong.
Incorrect.
We can."
So we'll talk about her briefly, but I feel like we haven't recorded in ages.
I know. I think we should really start with a bit of a catch up because we've done a lot.
I think maybe that's what it is. It feels like it's been 2 weeks since we last filmed.
But we've seen each other a lot.
Yeah, we've done a lot in those 2 weeks. What have we done?
We started things off with a very, very exciting event with Disney, which you might have seen on our socials, which was Disney's House of Mouse party.
Yes.
To this day, everyone there was asking what the hell it was that we were supposed to be promoting. I don't even really know. But that was good fun because
I had the best time.
Oh, we had a great time.
Me and you were dancing our socks off, but also the DJ there was DJ Pee-wee. Yeah?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Who the hell is this guy?
It's Anderson .Paak.
The Anderson .Paak, half of Silk Sonic.
Half of Silk Sonic.
And he opened with
him singing, what you doing?
What you doing?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Oh, you got plans?
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Shut your trap.
I'm sipping wine.
Sip, sip.
In a robe.
Dip, dip.
I look too good.
Look too good.
To be alone.
Ooh.
We could do this whole song. God, we're off the rails
I think
already.
I buggered up one of the lyrics there anyway.
Yes.
Anderson .Paak was there, which was very cool.
Oh. And he sung that song and he was so good. He's one of my favourite artists.
There was a great trumpeter.
There was a great trumpeter.
We had a boogie, we had a good time. That was a great event, really good fun.
Yeah, really great event.
Hardly drunk. And then
yeah, we didn't drink at all.
We also went to a Meta event, which was very good fun for Meta Quest 3, which is their new VR headset. We tried out some of the headsets, and we tried on some of their Ray-Ban camera glasses, which are
really cool.
Really, really cool.
Really cool.
I wear mine all the time now.
I was actually wearing mine on the tube today.
Yeah, they're very, very cool.
But actually, at that Facebook event, I tried the new Batman game.
Oh.
You tried it as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so cool. I've never used VR before either, so this was my first experience, and I'm glad it was, because it was so good. I put it down, and just instantly, as soon as I opened the game, I'm in the bat suit.
It was so cool.
Like, I look down, and I've got the Batman suit on with the spike. It almost looks like, it's like kind of like the Bale outfit, actually, with the arms and the kind of metallic elements and whatever. That was so cool, and you can like pull a batarang off your chest, and when you're punching baddies, you can feel the vibration when you smack them.
I nearly threw my arm out, like trying to like clobber this lad.
I nearly took out the lady instructing me, because I didn't know where I was. I was like...
That was so cool. Exactly. Really, really
It was
immersive.
so great event. Really great event.
Really great event. And then we did that. We did...
What are you laughing for?
I'm not laughing. We did House of Mouse. And then we've been for drinks a couple of times.
We have.
Another
thing we've done together on the Saturday, last night we were at Musical Con together.
We were at Crikey, we've done a lot.
We've done a lot.
Outside of record. Yeah, Musical Con, which... Honestly, I think what we need to say is a massive thank you to all of you guys who came up and saw us at Musical Con. The love for Scene Stealers was so wonderful to see and to hear, and it was so lovely. You guys getting photos with us and telling us that you like the podcast means the world.
Yeah, thank you so much to everyone there on the Saturday who came up to us.
Yeah.
When someone comes up to us and says they listen to the podcast, we go a bit crazy.
We went a bit mental. It was also really hard to gauge who they recognised because we stand out. We're both 6'4", and everyone there was mostly teenage girls that were about 3'3". But the and then they'd either recognise me, or it would be you. They go, "Oh my God, can we get a photo?" And then I'd like stand to the side and like, "No, with you as well. We love the podcast. We love the podcast." And I'm like, "Oh,
it's genuinely the best thing when you come up and speak to us." So thank you so much, and of course, thank you to Shanae and Chris and everyone at Musical Con for letting us be there, but then also for having me on the Sunday. I really had a great time. I did a workshop with pros for the shows. I did a few meet and greets. I got to meet a load of you, which was brilliant. I performed at the closing ceremony. It was an incredible weekend. So thank you so much, and see you next year.
Yeah, see you next year.
Good. We've done more. I feel.
We have done more. We did Musical Con. Should we touch on what we did the other night?
What did we do the other night?
We went to a red carpet premiere with Now and Sky for their new thriller crime series,
The Day of the Jackal,
starring Eddie Redmayne and Lashana Lynch.
Yeah,
which was
and Ursula
something, and Charles Dance. Yeah. We ate some food next to Charles Dance.
Tywin Lannister,
baby.
Tywin. You can tell I've not watched it.
Oh my God, I was in awe. He was there. You've got a video of me.
I do.
Anyway, yeah.
That was such a fun event. The series looks like it's going to be really good. It's like, it's based on a 1971 book, 1976 movie. It's like a modernizing, reimagining.
There we go.
Reimagining of that story in like modern day. And it looks really good. It's giving The Killer from last year, the Michael Fassbender. Yeah. If you've seen that, like the I can't speak today. Meticulousness of the Jackal and Michael Fassbender are very similar. It's giving Mission Impossible-esque. It looks great.
Yeah, so that was really good fun.
So thank you now for having us very much.
Yeah, thank you now. That was such a wonderful event, and we have been doing a lot, and I think it's good that we've.
Actually, that's stuff we've done together.
Yeah. Well, like I say, we film the podcast maybe every 2 weeks, but if you want to keep up to date with our escapades, make sure you check out our Instagram because we are more active on there with our kind of weekly excursions that we seem to have. So make sure you check out the Instagram. So that's at Scene Stealers Podcast on Instagram.
Yes.
Same on TikTok.
Same on YouTube.
And so just go follow there, and then I'm Henry Calvert,
and I'm Tobias _Turley as well. Singularly, solely,
you've been concerting.
I have been concerting. I'm trying to think well, first of all, I've been to the BFI London Film Festival.
Yes. Well, like we say, if you've seen on Instagram, Toby was giving some
that a lot
reviews.
Yeah. Oh wow, I love it so much. Yeah. This is the second year I've gone now. And it's just the best time. I didn't get to see as many things as I did last year, which is annoying. But the stuff I did get to see, I really enjoyed. The Wild Robot with Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, Bill Nye, Blitz, Sacha Ronan, and the Piano Lesson, which is really beautiful. But we'll talk about all that another time. I got to meet some lovely, lovely people. A few of you came up to me and said hello, which is great. I met Josiah.
Yeah. Friend of the pod, Josiah Coops, and Seth Film Reviews was there. Movies with Epics. The whole gang was there.
Deck Barham was there, who obviously is a friend of mine.
Yeah. It's a shame that I don't live down there because I think I'd love London
you'd
Film
absolutely
Festival.
adore it. You'd absolutely adore it. And, you get to see movies that don't come out for ages. Last year, I saw The Bike Riders about a year ago today, and it came out in England like 4 months ago.
Right.
And I saw it like a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. So we'll talk about that because we've got the next episode we're recording after this fits better in with that. So we'll hold it for that moment. I have been concerting though. I did the Mickey Joe live.
How was that?
It went really well.
Did a couple of songs, didn't you?
I did a couple of songs. I did Agony with my friend Joaquin Pedro Valdez as like a dedication to the late, great Gavin Creel. who sadly passed in the 2 weeks since we've filmed.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely yeah, just a moment actually on that. That really struck a chord with me.
Yeah.
And I don't think I know why. Because I didn't meet him. I don't think I ever saw him in anything. But I feel like I could recognize his voice out of 1,000 people.
Oh, yeah.
I could.
Yeah.
I grew up and have spent the last 15 years of my life listening to cast albums that he's on, looking at interviews and stuff like that. I remember in my first year GSA singing exam, I sung "What Do I Need With Love" from Thoroughly Modern Millie, and I watched him sing it about 1,000 times on like a YouTube bootleg to see what he was doing, how he was doing it so well. And there's a video of him doing an opt up at the end of that, up to like a B flat, and it's beautiful and he makes it look effortless. And I was always like, wow, you got to get to that point. So I never knew the man at all, but there was a lovely outpouring of just love for him online through people that I know that knew him.
It was wonderful to see. It was like the entire theatre community came together for that. Really gorgeous.
What a man, and you know, so young. It's very sad.
It is. One of my I don't know how to phrase it. One of the most touching things that I've seen, Joshua Henry posted a backstage video of him and Gavin Creel when they were doing Into the Woods, and it was "Stay With Me" by Sam Smith mashed up with "Stay With Me" from Into the Woods. And they're in this stairwell, and the echo, and it's ethereal.
Joshua Henry's got an incredible voice as well.
God,
I saw him as Billy Bigelow in Carousel,
on
Broadway.
He's got a great voice. But Gavin Creel.
Joshua Henry is very good on TikTok.
He does upload a lot.
He does upload a lot, but I find his videos really interesting. Like he posted one the other day of because he's doing Ragtime, on Broadway or the Somewhere Center. And he was talking about one of the songs he was singing and the way he was breaking it down. It was so clever, and it's so nice. So people are, he's out there saying, "I'm saying her name 5 times at the beginning of every sentence." Well, no one does that, so you have to find a reason why you do that. And you have to find out he's saying it because he thinks it's such a beautiful name to say, and like it's so cool to watch that and go, "Oh yeah, like this is why music's so good." And so he's a very good person to follow on TikTok if you like musical theatre, nerdy stuff.
Shout out Joshua Henry.
Yeah, got Voice of an Angel as well.
But yeah, you did Mickey Joe, and then
Mickey Joe. I feel like I've done something else.
You've been auditioning a lot.
I have been a busy boy.
Yeah, busy.
I think what else has happened. That's probably it, actually.
When is this episode going out?
Monday.
This coming Monday, which is the
28th. So I would have just done the Halloween concert. Well, that's this evening, actually. That's tonight when you're watching this.
Okay.
Monday.
Well, I probably shouldn't share this. I'll share it in the next episode. I have something very cool regarding a certain movie musical that I cannot wait to announce, which I will announce in the next episode, so stay tuned.
Ooh. Do I know this?
Yeah, I've shown you it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stay tuned for the next episode to see that. But yeah, I've been busy. By the time this has gone out, we've done our Geekdom charity fundraiser, which will have happened on Saturday, where, it's all really good. Last year, we did a football tournament in aid of Kidscape, which is an anti-bullying charity. And then this year, given the kind of current state of the world, we're doing it in aid of the British Red Cross, which offers support to people in crisis. And I think that's definitely needed at the minute. We're doing a charity Comic-Con after party / after show where we will be performing, or we have. When this goes out, we have performed in the show. Yeah. So check out the socials for the footage of us singing songs from the Muppets and a Goofy movie, and also me singing a song from The Next Step. Oh yes,
that's fun.
Yeah, this is
there's
weird.
Not just that as well.
There's stand-up comedy.
Some stand-up.
Yeah, we've got lightsaber choreography, which I didn't really know was a thing. We will have had Doctor Who raps.
I'm going to be my favorite. What I'm looking forward to most is we've just found out. There's a beer pong table.
There's 2 beer pong tables.
incredible at beer pong.
Well, if any of you were at the show, this is weird. We're talking about an event
in the future,
in the future, but that needs to be talked about as though it was in the past.
And then when we next film, we'll be able to confirm it. So we'll be in the future talking about something that happened in the past.
Oh, God. Anyway, if you were at the event, you will have seen us maybe slightly inebriated because we will have played a lot of beer pong. And I've got to MC the whole evening. But anyway, we will see how we get on, or you will have seen how we got on. Whoa, God. Okay. What the blazes is going on? What the Sigma? Anyway, oh, God, I'm going to shoot myself in the face.
I'm going to make an edit of that.
Anyway,
busy.
Yeah.
What else have we done? That's maybe
I think that's about it. That's it. We've done a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a nice little catch-up thing for you all.
Is.
And like I say, if you want to keep up daily, you know where to find us.
You know exactly where to find us. And what, have you managed to find any time to watch any films?
Have I found any time? Yes, sir. I have found some time to watch some films. One of which I will talk about in our next episode because it's more applicable, which is The Wild Robot.
Yes, because we've both seen that now.
I went to, what have I seen? Transformers 1. Banging. I'm maybe the world's, I would say, the geekdom's biggest Transformers fan. I'm obsessed with the G1 cartoon, the original animated movie, and Transformers 1 is everything I could have asked for.
Good.
That was good. I watched The Last 5 Years.
Oh, Jeremy Jordan. Anna Kendrick.
Well, put a button in that because we'll talk about Anna Kendrick later. I watched The Wild Robot and I'm rewatching the Pirates of the Caribbean films at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Curse of the Black Pearl, really, really strong. I cannot wait to watch Dead Man's Chest because that was my favourite growing up.
I love that. Obviously, I've just recently watched them. I've not watched the fourth one yet, though.
Oh, I'm not going to watch the fourth and the fifth one.
I love Penelope Cruz, but she's not Keira Knightley.
No, she's not.
Hello.
Zooey Mama. I also went to friend of the podcast's Connor's kids. What was it called? Cinema for Young Explorers program, which was so lovely to go to, and I think it's really good to support smaller film programming.
It's amazing,
because you get to experience some really niche films that you wouldn't see otherwise. And also, I went to this lovely cinema in North London. I can't remember whereabouts, but it was called the Lexi Cinema.
Yes, I've heard of it.
Gorgeous. It's like this street of terraced houses. It was like, I think there's 2 screens in it. And I was walking along the street, I was like, where the hell is this place? Anyway, it genuinely just looks like a house.
I love that.
It was so lovely. So if you're ever in North London, I highly recommend you check out the Lexi Cinema.
Taking my shoes off.
And good on you, yeah. You do right. Check out the Lexi Cinema because they have some wonderful programs going on. But at Connor's thing, I saw an Oscar-nominated film from 2017 called Late Afternoon, which was for a short. It was a short film.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Oh my God, it about did me in. How a short film, 10 minutes long, nearly managed to make me cry. I do not know. If you've got
a short film,
wonderful. If you're how do I phrase this? If you've got family that are maybe struggling with Alzheimer's or something like, for me, my great grandma had Alzheimer's, and it's about that, and that really struck a chord with me. So I highly recommend Late Afternoon. I also watched Wolfwalkers, which is an animated film from 2020.
Oh yes,
which might be the most beautiful animated film ever. It's got this lovely watercolor, hand drawn style. It's like if Disney continued their sketchy style from the Silver Age.
Yeah.
But they did it now. It was like that, really, really pretty.
Interesting.
So that's what I watched.
What have I been watching? I can't remember the last time. When we last met, what I said I'd watch. So let me just go here. I'd watched Inside Out 2. Will and Harper, which I will come back to. Straight Outta Compton was probably.
Yeah.
I watched I Care a Lot. Rosamund Pike. Very good. Blitz, Pacific Rim, The Piano Lesson, The Wild Robot, Masterminds, Minority Report, A Fistful of Dollars. I rewatched Cruel Intentions. I watched Not Another Teen Movie. I watched It's What's Inside, the new Netflix one. Polite Society, Shane Gillis, Live in Austin, and Woman of the Hour.
Amazing. Well, a lot of those will. Ooh, there goes Toby's phone. But we'll touch on a lot of them in our next episode. We keep teasing this, but you can kind of guess what it might be about. Having said that, Woman of the Hour. Let's segue into Miss Anna Kendrick.
Yes.
Woman of the Hour. Anna Kendrick's directorial debut. Let's start with that. Woman of the Hour is a true crime film about the dating show killer, I think is what it goes by. Goes by, I don't know, been dubbed, let's say. And I will say, I do not like true crime films, documentary story. I do not care for it.
What? Any of them?
Nope, don't like them.
Zodiac?
Yeah, they don't interest me.
What? Why is that? Because you're wrong.
I don't. I just find I like Prisoners.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's true crime. I think that's made up.
I don't know. I don't think it's a real story, but like the movies. The only difference in the movies is that it's true or not.
I don't get it. I like. It's just never my thing. I'd rather watch a music. I don't care.
But what's the difference between it being real and not real?
Well, nothing really. It's like, I don't like the scripted ones either. I don't like the kind of, I don't want to sit there for like 2 hours and get depressed about someone being murdered and like, I don't want to do that.
No, but don't you want to like find out who the killer is? Like, what about Seven?
I haven't seen Seven.
What?
Yeah. I haven't seen Seven. I haven't seen Zodiac. Maybe I've just been watching crap ones and that's why I don't like them. But
why on earth are you rewatching Pirates of the Caribbean if you've not seen Seven?
Because I don't. Because every killer thriller thing, I just don't care for. But I know I care for pirates. It's swashbuckling fun.
No!
I'm just like thick, dumb brain, and maybe
Henry,
I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it. But I just don't care for it. And I didn't care for Woman of the Hour. Was that what it's called? Woman of the Hour.
Sorry, I'm flabbergasted.
I know.
Now, don't get me wrong.
It's not a genre I'd voluntarily watch.
I love this genre. You know, the Zodiacs, the Spotlights, the Seven, the crime, Kiss the Girls, whatever. I just joked. Sorry. But Woman of the Hour, I thought was fine.
Yeah.
It's a nice start to her directorial debut.
What did you give it?
3 stars.
I gave it 2.5. Like, I can respect the merit. I think there's some very tense like moments, like all of the sequence that's on this dating show. The premise goes that there's this serial killer. Right? Let's just give a bit of context. There's a serial killer, and played very well. I'll get the fella's name up because he did a brilliant job. I think played brilliantly by Daniel Zavato. Did a really good job in it. And there's a serial killer going around, and you see kind of flashbacks of him killing all these different people. And then Anna Kendrick plays kind of down on a luck actress who then goes on this dating show. Turns out one of the contestants on the dating show is the killer.
Previous killer, yeah.
And the sequence on the dating show I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. I think the dating show shots were really nice. I thought it was shot really nicely. I did enjoy the cinematography and I enjoyed the aesthetic of it all. I think it looked great. I think there were some nice choices in there. Nothing stood out.
No.
Nothing about anything stood out.
Yeah.
No. None of the writing, none of the the acting. Nothing made me stand there and go, "Oh, that was good. Oh, that was cool."
Yeah.
I like a true crime story, so maybe I am more biased towards liking it. I did enjoy it. I did get tense at some bits. I did go, "You got to run faster to your car, Anna." Like
that was a good scene.
Yeah,
that was tense.
Like when she turns around, he mumbles and she's like, "What?" And then he starts walking to the car, and it's just like one long tracking shot to the car,
and you see him in the background.
Yeah,
and she's in the foreground.
And I'm like, "You've got to run," because she's like perfectly in the middle of the frame. And it looks like it's a very good choice because she's so open in the middle of like this massive car park where like she just makes her look completely vulnerable and just like there's nothing she could do in this moment apart from run.
And I would look like that's a good shot, and I like all the dating stuff. The rest of it is just very superfluous, and I don't think It just doesn't really do much for me. Which is a shame because I love Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
I love me some Anna Kendrick.
See, I'm quite the opposite. Until I quite liked her in this movie, acting wise, and I've not really ever gone on the Anna Kendrick. I genuinely find her quite jarring.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think she's very sweet.
No.
She's
No.
I quite like her as a person. She comes across really well. She's also like the only goth girl. Not goth girl. She's not gothy, but she wears eyeliner and wears like those sleeves that you roll up to your thumb, like in Pitch Perfect 1. It's the only kind of that girl that I've liked. But yeah, Woman of the Hour. Give it a watch for a couple of scenes. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not.
You can watch it on Netflix. It's fine. It's a nice new release.
Passable.
It's only an hour and a half.
Yeah. That being said, should we talk about some good Anna Kendrick movies?
Well, I tell you what, I looked on her Letterboxd, and she's in more films than I remember. But even so, I'm like, I don't.
Well, should we say Oscar nominee Anna Kendrick, because she is nominated for Best Supporting Actress for a film Up in the Air that I haven't seen.
I've seen that. With George Clooney.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Oscar nominee, which
Was she
I had
nominated for that?
no idea about.
I gave Up in the Air 3.5 stars.
I am flabbergasted that it took me this long to learn that.
She plays
but
Natalie Keener.
I'm desperate to watch it, and I don't know where I can find it, so I might have to buy the Blu-ray.
I'll tell you where you can find it. You can rent on Amazon, YouTube. You can buy it at HMV, Amazon Video, YouTube.
Brilliant. I'll buy the Blu-ray. But yeah, nominated for that. If any of you have seen that film, let us know what you thought.
It's good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I'll have to
I
check
think George Clooney plays a sales rep that travels. I mean,
something like that.
Corporate downsizing. Oh, that's right. That's right. He goes into different business companies and helps them fire people.
Right.
And just downsize their company. That's what he does. Corporate downsizing expert Ryan Bingham spends his life in planes, airports, and hotels. But just as he's about to reach a milestone of 10 million frequent flyer miles, he meets a woman who causes him to rethink his transient life.
Whoa. I wonder what could happen.
Whoa!
But like I said earlier, I also watched The Last 5 Years recently.
Oh, so good, mate.
False.
Oh. You didn't enjoy?
No, and maybe again, this is me being thick. I do not like the timeline in that movie. I think it's where
he goes forward, she goes backwards.
Yeah,
or is it the other way around?
No, hang on. She goes forwards.
He starts at the end of the relationship. If
Either
any of you
way.
don't know, Last 5 Years, one of them in the relationship, it's basically about Cassie and Jamie. Kathy, sorry. What did I say?
Cassie.
Oh, Kathy, yeah. One of them starts at the beginning of their relationship and the other one starts at the end of their relationship. And throughout the movie, they swap positions. They travel in time.
Yeah. The issue is with that, there's no kind of strong differentiation in the cinematography, in the lighting.
It's confusing.
There's no clear indication of who you're meant to be following. Because sometimes, a scene will end with them two arguing, and then because they don't look drastically younger or anything, the next scene will start with them again, and I'm like, who the hell am I supposed to be following here?
Yeah, there's the stage show does that a bit better.
Yeah.
Because they almost push it in your face that this is what's happening. That's the best way to do it, because the film is slightly unobvious about it. Jason Robert Brown, the guy who wrote the music, got a load of backlash when it first came out, because obviously it's a true story. It's about him.
Yeah.
He is Jamie, and his ex-wife is Kathy, and there was a load of I think she came out and was like, "You've made me look like an absolute monster in this."
But Jamie looks like he's made himself look like a dick.
I say this. I say they're both equally at fault in the musical, in the movie. But yeah, there was a whole thing because obviously he's written it. So there's bound to be a little bit of subconscious bias in there. Just making your ex-wife sound like a little bit like a bitch. Just so you can
pursue your writing career.
So you can catharsize? It's quite cathartic.
Yeah. I don't know if there is a verb to I don't think it's a verb. I think it's a feeling. You can't do catharsis.
Oh, because catharsis.
Yeah, but that's what you feel.
It's cathartic.
Cathartic is the adjective.
Catharsis.
Catharsis
Is the doing
is a noun of feeling,
I don't
I think.
know.
And I don't think you can turn catharsis
Either way.
into an adjective, into a verb.
Yes, he got a bit of backlash from that, but I think the music. Did you like the music?
I like Summer in Ohio,
Yeah.
and I
There's
like
two like the most famous boy songs.
If I Didn't Believe in You.
Oh my god, that song makes me cry.
I really like that song. It's a great acting through song.
An ex-girlfriend of mine told me I should sing that song, and I did for a little bit, and then we broke up, and now I can't listen to it without crying.
Oh, matey. Yeah.
Hey!
There's a really good clip of Bridgerton boy Fiyero in the Wicked movie, Jonathan Bailey, singing it, and he makes some brilliant choices.
Yes,
in it.
Yes, acting through song. Watch that video.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like Moving Too Fast, Shik's a Goddess.
Right.
Good songs.
I don't know.
Hey, Shik's a Goddess.
I can't remember that.
I'm waiting for someone like you.
I like the one where
Did I just hear an alarm start ringing?
Is that the opening
Did
one?
I see sirens go flying past?
Maybe. I like the one that he's singing where he's like, there's a woman there and I can't look at her, but she's rubbing her breast against me and I can't look at her because Kathy's there. And I thought that was quite funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think mediocre movie. You think good movie.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
But let's get into the meat and potatoes here, right?
Meat and
Anna
potatoes.
Kendrick. She's not the troll lady. She's not Woman in the Hour lady. No. She will always be in my heart.
The Twilight
Becca.
lady.
Oh, yeah, she's in those films, isn't she?
Jessica, I think, yeah.
She's forgettable in those. Becca Mitchell. Little Miss Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect. I adore you. I adore you so much. Pitch Perfect 1 is in my top 4 favourite films. I've watched it 7 times in the past 2 years. I think I've watched it 5 times this year. It is one of 3 films that I have downloaded on my iPad. So whenever I'm on a train,
At all time.
that no, it has increased. It used to be, for some reason, Pitch Perfect 1, La La Land, and an animated movie called Freebirds, because I don't know. I had the same iPad since I was like 12. And then recently I've gotten rid of Freebirds and added On the Town and Singing in the Rain to the mix. So I've got a nice 4 now. But Pitch Perfect 1, I think, is pretty universally liked. Would you agree?
I'd say so. I feel like if you like it, you like it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's one that anyone goes out of the way to hate.
Unless your movie's with epics. He does not like that film.
Oh, shut up, Epics.
Yeah, shut up, epics. Go touch some grass.
I love the first one.
I think the first one is comedy gold. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Throughout the trilogy, they get progressively worse, but
They
2's
do.
still good. 3's rubbish.
2 is a bit of a guilty pleasure movie for me.
I like 2.
See, I think 2 is bad. 2 is not a very good movie, but it's a bit like, I don't know. I remember watching
introduction of
Haley Steinfeld.
Steinfeld,
Don't we all?
Hello.
Hello.
I got all anyone, I got you and I.
She might be the most annoying character in the series.
Yeah, was it Emily? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I know a lot about Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, you do. Pitch Perfect 2 is like, I've got it at 3.5. I still really like it.
I think it's probably around there for me.
I do not like 3.
No, 3's rubbish. I think number 2, I love The Sun Machine.
Yeah, they're cool.
So good.
Cool. But 3 is bad.
3's very bad.
They try and turn our little collegiate a cappella movies into some spy espionage bullshit with Fat Amy's dad.
Well, it's like what happened with Cars 2. They went spy espionage and it was trash.
What is the obsession with espionage in the early 2010s? Like, what's going on? In fact, was Pitch Perfect 3 even early 2010? That might have been like 2017.
2018.
I like how we both instinctively go for the
Letterboxd.
letterbox.
We didn't even break eye contact. Straight to the phone.
Pitch Perfect
20...
Pitch Perfect 1 was 2012. Pitch Perfect 2 was 2015. And Pitch
18.
Perfect 3 was 2017.
Was it?
See, that Pitch Perfect 3 feels like longer ago than that. That came out while I was... Anyway, yeah, Pitch Perfect 1 feels dated. Pitch Perfect 1 feels like a product of the early 2010s.
Yeah.
Like, the music choices are starting
So
to
good.
show their age.
I think they're good, though.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
But, like, it's that classic Nicki Minaj Starships era,
Yeah.
Call Me Maybe era.
Pharrell Williams, like Daft Punk.
That kind of, and you can kind of see that even visually, like what Becca wears is so early 2010s.
Like the thin scarf and like the
Yeah.
purple tank
Exactly.
top. Awful,
Yeah,
mate.
and
Little
the
hats.
phones they were,
Yeah.
very early 2010s, and it's so weird to me that like I am not American. I never went to college in that time. I was 10 years old in 2012, and yet for some reason I'm nostalgic for that era. I'm like, I don't really know how that's
Nostalgic
possible.
for what, year 6?
Yes, but I distinctly remember being in about then, learning the Cup song with the girls in my year.
I got my ticket.
Anyone our
Everyone knew
age
that. Everyone knew that.
will know the Cup song.
That is weird, isn't it? That was like, it's a very weird thing, the Cup song.
I don't know how it became as big as it did, and I don't know
No.
how it became so ingrained in. We were young, and I don't know. And this Pitch Perfect one, the comedy is not for young people. I do not
No,
see
it's kind of like, yeah,
how
crude.
young people would get. I think 14, 15-year-olds would get something out of it, but then people in their late teens, early 20s would gain a lot more out of
Yeah.
it. But yeah, no, the Cup song was a worldwide phenomenon.
Everyone knew it.
Yeah.
Those are good movies. They are very good movies. I think the thing is, when the first and the second are very similar, and the third the same with their song choices. Like they all have the riff off. They all have like certain songs to tick boxes, and by the third movie, like I feel like this is kind of the same movie as the last two, just with a. So it slightly wears off the novelty of these movies.
Well, and they're doing a fourth.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Are they?
They're doing Anna Kendrick confirmed that a fourth. Sorry,
Oh.
I think Rebel Wilson did actually. I think Rebel Wilson confirmed that
Gotcha.
they're working on the script for the fourth, and I think that's a big mistake.
Yeah.
There is no way that they would be able to have the same sense of humor that they had in the original. There's no way that they'd be able to kind of do the same thing again, because also, I'm not being funny. I don't think it's like been long enough for them to do a legacy sequel.
It's been 6 years.
It's been 6 years.
7 years.
And I don't think that's enough time for them to be like, hey, our kids are at college now.
No. Or like a 10-year reunion of
it just-
Bard and Bellas.
Yeah. Also, what the travesty of the third film is there's no Jesse.
I was just about to say Skylar. That's his name,
No
right?
Skylar Astin and no Ben Platt.
Skylar Astin was my favourite part of the film. I mean, as a young tenor.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Well, for me, I was like, growing up, I wanted to be Jesse, knowing full well I was actually a Benji.
You're absolutely a Benji.
Yeah. Walks into his room, Star Wars everywhere, doing close-up magic.
Magic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
I'd be magic as well, actually.
But yeah, that's the biggest mistake of the third, is that they try and set Anna Kendrick up with some other music producer lad. Meanwhile, Britney Snow is getting with Anakin fucking Skywalker. Why does Britney need, that's not even the character's name, why does Chloe need a boyfriend?
Oh, Chloe.
If you're going to break Anna Kendrick and Skylar Astin up, just stick Becca with Chloe, because they're pretty like, that was
I
the thing
like that.
online, Blowy is the big fan.
What'd you say?
But it's Becca and Chloe, Blowy.
I don't like that.
Because you watch it and you cannot tell me that those two aren't gay.
She could be.
She could be, and I don't know why they're scared of it. Just put them
do it.
together. I'd prefer that over just sacking Jesse off for some
Oh, I'd
random
love
producer
that.
lad. And the voice of Anakin Skywalker, Matt Lanter, is it always really shocks me whenever I watch the third film, because it's like, what the hell are you doing here?
Get out of here, Darth.
But yeah, very, very odd. But great movies, really, really great movies. What is your favourite song in Pitch Perfect?
In the first one,
Whichever.
I like it when the Troublemakers do Lollipop.
Right.
I like that.
It's niche.
I mean, when the Troublemakers do Bright Lights, Big City, that's
Yeah.
good. I like it when Das Sound Machine do. What's the song they open?
What, in the riff-off?
No, in the final, the World Championship.
Oh, all I do is win, no matter what.
Yes,
Got
that one
money
goes
on
quite
my
hard.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that one goes quite hard. What are you?
Bright Lights, Big City.
Yeah.
Obviously, when I ran my glee club when I was teaching, I did that with the boys.
It's
Love
really
that.
good.
It's phenomenal.
It's really
and we
good.
did. Oh my god, we might have to just pause while I find this. I was going through my old messages recently because you go on your phone and you scroll down to the bottom. You can find stuff from like years and years ago. I found a recording of our old choir from school doing do 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 do, and it is terrible. It might be the worst thing I've ever listened to. Great song though, really great song.
Perfectly without her trying.
She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. I was thinking about her. I know. Compliment her, she won't believe me. It's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. Anyway, I can't find it.
Okay, we'll put it in post.
But we can find it in post. Yeah, very cool song. Very hard to do a cappella, actually, but not.
Yeah, absolutely. Fair play, I'm doing a cappella. I do like the Pitch Perfect movies, but I have to say they're not my favourite Anna Kendrick movies.
What are your favourite Anna Kendrick movies? Don't say Twilight. The Trolls.
No, it's definitely not Twilight. Oh, I don't like Twilight.
Trolls?
My personal favourite is probably 50-50 with Seth Rogen.
Oh, and
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard. That's a really touching story. I give that 4 stars. Really touching story, and I'd recommend you watching it. She's really great in that. She's the new girlfriend. Yeah. Because Bryce Dallas Howard is like the crazy ex-girlfriend,
right?
Of Joseph. I think I might be wrong.
I'll tell you what she's not good in is Get a Job.
I'll name you a few things she's not good in.
Yeah.
Get a Job. Mr. Right.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Into the Woods.
Yeah.
Twilight 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
The Accountant, she's kind of fine in. The Voices, she's rubbish in.
Maybe on
Into the Woods, rubbish.
Yeah. Well, maybe on average I don't like Anna Kendrick, but I think perhaps my love for Anna Kendrick in the Pitch Perfect films has overshadowed my
I can't believe you've both seen Get a Job. I give that 1 star.
It's terrible.
You gave it 1.5 stars.
I think because of her. I think in my review I said, yeah, this film is terrible, but I get to look at Anna Kendrick for a while.
What was I going to say? Oh my god, I had something to say and I've forgotten it now. What was I looking at?
Benji. I've reviewed this film 8 times, I think.
Oh,
and
I mean,
each time it's long as anything.
Obviously, an incredible one she's in is Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, yes, she is in that.
Oh, what a movie! What a movie!
But yeah, I've got a couple of Pitch Perfect themed games.
A couple?
I've got a couple.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to test your Pitch Perfect knowledge, Toby.
Okay.
Let's see how you do in... First off, we're going to play... What's that song? In Pitch Perfect. First up, we're going to start pretty easy.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with... Hit me with your best shot.
Yes, that is in.
Which, where, what, who?
It's in the riff off. Hit me with your best shot, fire away, come on. It's in the first riff off.
Who sings it though?
Chloe? Oh wait, hang on. Hit me with. No, it's Oh, it's Anna. It's not Anna Kendrick.
No.
Hang on, wait. It's in the first one, right?
It is.
Hit me with your best shot. Your best shot.
It is the girls.
It is definitely the girls. It's not. What's her name?
Aubrey.
Oh, is it her? No, because she sings. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Chains and whips excite me. I don't know.
I think it's Aubrey.
Aubrey.
I'm almost certain it's Aubrey.
Oh, you shook your head when I said, "Is it her?"
Because she goes. She's there in a little gilet going.
Wait, which one's Aubrey?
Aubrey's the blonde one, the leader. Stacey's the one with who likes cuticle care and the E Network, and Esther Dean.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Does the chains and
Whips excite me. Anyway, is this song in Pitch Perfect? Blame It on the Boogie.
No. Wait. Is it in the third one?
No, I'm not going to give you that one. Blame It on the Boogie is in Pitch Perfect, and it is sung in the first film by the Footnotes.
When?
Is it the Footnotes? I'm certain. In the not regionals, the middle competition.
Oh my god,
the people in blue hoodies.
Oh my god, I can hear it now.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god. I remember listening to it on the... Yes.
My baby's always dancing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be. It's like the dance group that sing it.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, lock in. That's a really good cover, actually.
Yeah, I knew that as well. God,
Okay.
that's annoying.
Here we go. Is this song in Pitch Perfect? Winter Wonderland.
In any of the three?
Any of the three. Does it appear in any of the three?
No. It does.
It does.
What?
It does. It appears in Pitch Perfect 2 when Anna Kendrick is asked to...
with Snoop Dogg.
When she mashes it up with Snoop Dogg. Do you know the song that she mashes?
Santa Claus,
Here comes Santa Claus.
What an idiot.
That's when Snoop's like, sleigh bells ring.
Sleigh bell ring.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
In the lane.
Snow is glistening. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that was a really silly one to mess up.
Okay. Is this song in Pitch Perfect? Who Run the World, Girls by Beyonce.
Yes.
Where?
It's in number 2.
Where?
When they're performing for the president? Not in that one? No? Oh, it is in that. It is number 2 though.
It is 2.
And it's Esther who sings it.
Well, they all
name.
kind of sing it. Esther Dean's the name of the actress. She's a really famous songwriter, actually.
Yeah, her voice is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sings it.
It's in 2.
Oh, it's in the finale, right?
Yeah, where they do the clapping bit. Who
Yeah.
run this mother? Go, sister, where them
I knew it
girls
was in
at?
it. I just couldn't place it. So that's still a point. That's still a
Run
point.
this mother, go, sister, sister, go, where them girls at? Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, you got that. Is this song in Pitch Perfect? Get Lucky by Pharrell and Daft Punk.
No.
That's right, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
I remember that. I love that song.
It's a really good song. Is this song in Pitch Perfect? I Don't Like It, I Love It by Robin Thicke and Flo Rida.
Ooh, I don't think I know that song.
I don't like it.
Oh,
I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh.
No, it's not in the first one.
So good it hurts.
It's not in the first one. If anything, it would be in the third one. No.
It is.
Is it in the third one?
It's a really good cover in the third one.
God's
It's
sake.
when they're doing the tour of the army bases and they're wearing these really cute army outfits.
I can't remember the third one at all.
Okay. Well, all right. Is this song in Pitch Perfect? Wait.
He's trying to think of one from the movie now.
I'm trying to give you some hard ones. What's the name of... Just give me a sec.
I love it.
Is this song in Pitch Perfect? Blurred Lines.
This is one of my favourite songs. No.
No, is that one of your favourite songs?
No, it's not. I remember it very fondly because when it came out, I adored it. Like, I love that song.
I remember watching it on 4 Music a lot.
Deezer.
Yeah, well, no, because I would when I was at this is really weird. I'd wake up before CBBC started. CBBC started airing at like 7 in the morning.
Right.
And I'd wake up at like 6 before school.
Oh, my goodness.
And so I'd watch the music video channel for music. And that was what was on the Get Lucky video. I remember John Newman's Love Me Again was on all of the time.
Wanna love me again.
Now that's a good song.
Need to know.
Is this song in Pitch Perfect? Cake by the Ocean.
It's not in the first 2. Or is it? No, it's not. I don't think so.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the third one.
Oh, the bloody third one.
It's always the third one. Do you want a nice easy one to wrap it up on?
Give us the final one.
Is this song in Pitch Perfect? Don't You Forget About Me.
Don't you forget about me. Yeah, it is. It's like the main theme of the first one.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, baby.
And then for our second game, playing off of some of the best writing I've ever heard in any media ever, and Pitch Perfect, we are going to play a game called Pitch Perfect or Pride and Prejudice. You have to tell me if this quote is from the seminal piece of one of the greatest novels of all time, Pride and Prejudice, or Pitch Perfect.
Just the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
First up, we've got, could there be finer symptoms? Is not general incivility the very essence of love?
Pride and Prejudice.
Correct. The bad boys of Acapella have just gotten badder. Woo, that's right, John. I'm going to have to excuse myself to freshen up the downtown. Can I help?
Pitch Perfect.
Happiness in marriage is entirely a matter of chance.
Pride and Prejudice.
Is it me or did we just take a left turn into Snoozeville? Yeah, and we parked in a lot where they do not validate.
Pitch Perfect.
She hardly knew how to suppose that she could be an object of admiration to so great a man.
Pride and Prejudice.
That little peanut can sing. He really can. It sounds to me, though, Gail, like his boys haven't dropped yet, if you know what I mean. If you mean his testicles, then I do, John. I really do.
Pitch Perfect.
A lady's imagination is very rapid. It jumps from admiration to love, from love to matrimony in a moment.
Pride and Prejudice.
This does not like the fresh-faced, nubile Bellas that we have come to know. Is it me, or are those skirts just not working anymore?
Pitch Perfect.
It is very often nothing but our own vanity that deceives us.
Pride and Prejudice.
Women are about as good as a cappella as they are at being doctors.
Oh, Pitch Perfect. Bloody hell.
So, you show me how insufficient all my pretensions to... What the fuck am I saying? Wait. You showed me how insufficient were all my pretensions to please a woman worthy of being pleased.
Pride and Prejudice.
I think we have just seen a cappella history being made, John, and from an all-female group, Gail. I never could have called this one. Never. Well, you are a misogynist at heart.
Pitch Perfect.
It is a truth universally acknowledged. It is a truth universally. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of good fortune must be in want of a wife.
Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, Christy. The Bard and Bellas went deep into the archive for that song, John. I remember singing it with my own a cappella group. And what group was that, Gail? The Menstrual Cycles, John.
Pitch Perfect.
Do anything rather than marry without affection.
Pride and Prejudice.
It is like an elephant dart to the public's face.
Pitch Perfect.
There are very few who have heart to encourage really love without... There are very few who have heart enough to be really in love without encouragement.
Pride and Prejudice.
Feel the fat power.
Pitch Perfect.
I think you're in very great danger of making him as much in love with you as ever.
Pride and Prejudice.
Excuse me?
Pitch Perfect. Excuse me? That is so good. That was so fun. Well done to
Thank
you,
you,
mate.
thank you. Oh my God, I think I gained a speech impediment. What the hell?
Drop the bass.
Yeah. I can't believe some of that is allowed in a film in 2012.
Oh, excuse me?
Excuse me?
That's the worst one. That's the most offensive one. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Well,
That was a really fun, nice catch-up episode and a good chat about some of my favourite
Anna
films.
Kendrick. God.
Oh, I love
What's your
her.
favourite Anna Kendrick film? Oh, it's apart from Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect one. Oh, mama. I don't think I've seen that many after that. Woman of the Hour.
Trolls World
I
Tour.
don't like Trolls, and I don't like the Twilight movies.
Go
and
watch Up in the Air. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, that's pretty high on my watch list.
That's your homework for now.
Yeah,
You'll come back
we'll do that
next week
and yeah.
Great.
Anyway, we have been the Scene Stealers, and if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, as well as dropping us a follow on Instagram at Scene Stealers Podcast.
Follow myself on Tobias_Turley on Instagram. You can find me elsewhere. And Henry.Calvert.
That's the one.
On Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you in the next one.